You know that moment when you say something and you're almost sure of it, and then people keep telling you otherwise, but you're still sure of it, and then you go check and you are wrong. Well, that just happened. Two things. Ready? First of all, gun depression on the 113 is actually 7 over the sides. I just don't remember ever reading about that change. People kept telling me it's 7 over the sides. I'm like, you're wrong. It's 7 on PC, not console. And then they'd be like, they wouldn't respond. Or one of them finally did, and he said, actually, the stats say 7. So I checked. Believe it or not, it is 7. Not over the front, just over the sides. I just don't remember reading about that. So there's that. Second thing is today, and today only, 25% off equipment, all right? So go make sure you grab some equipment. 25% off. Go grab some. Just today, Monday, 22nd, okay? All right, cool. I'll see you guys in the replay. Actually, before the replay, I'm giving you the tip of the day. Go ahead and spend like all your credits on, if you have enough tanks, go spend all your credits on free equipment. And what do I mean by free equipment? I mean equipment that can be sold without gold. So like camo nets, binocular telescopes, and toolboxes. If you just throw those on a bunch of tanks, tomorrow when the sale is over, you can sell them all and make a 25% profit. All right. So there's my tip of the day for some free credits. All right. Now I will see you guys in the replay. The second point I said, which I was right, but sometimes I feel wrong, is I said the 113 was dead. But I like the 113. I kind of actually am enjoying the 113. And after a game like this, it makes you reconsider everything you've said. But the 113 is dead. Realistically, the 113 is dead. We've said it once, we'll say it again. But when you have games like this, it's just like, that was pretty good. And this is my first ace tanker in this tank. And things are going to happen in this game. And I'm going to emphasize it over and over and over again. Artillery should not be allowed to shoot if they are winning. In my opinion. I don't think that should be a thing. I think it should be, okay, artillery is the game changer, not the game decider. So in other words, if my team is losing, my artillery should be allowed to shoot and possibly change the game for my team. Make it so that we are now winning. It should not be allowed to decide the game. Like, oh, we're winning, so we can shoot with our artillery and then just continue to win. And they'll never catch up. And that's what happens this game. Okay, a little bit of spoilers. Spoilers, artillery is fair, fun, balanced, you know, the usual stuff. Tusk, hey buddy. We're going to shoot you in the face. No, just kidding, we're just going to track you. No, we don't even track him. I can't aim. We know this already. And he derps me in the face. But he's not going to get away. We both hit him in the same drive wheel. He hit him first, so I don't get a crit. But we literally just both hit him in the same drive wheel, and he gets finished off by the Centurion Action X. But now, we're going to move up. And there's artillery firing super HE. Like, how do you know he's shooting super HE? Because he damaged me. And he shot J-Pile, who was 10 meters to my right. So that's quite interesting. But now we have this IS-7. We're going to really toy with him. Put a shell. Shell goes into the ground. It does not go, you know, where I was aiming. Interestingly enough, you know, the shell I shot at the light tank went where I was aiming, but I aimed poorly, so I missed. And that shell I aimed well, so it doesn't go where I'm aiming. Simple as that. But now we're just going to side scrape this guy. And this is something that the 112 can't do. Let's pretend the 112 was at tier 10 with his front-mounted turret. It wouldn't be able to do this very well. And the 111-5A, that thing, also wouldn't be able to do this very well. Because of how, well, because it's got a pike nose, and it's got a fat pike nose at that. So it wouldn't be able to do this also. So that's quite interesting. This tank can because it's got a mid-mounted turret, so it can do it a little bit better, side-scraping, that is. However, the 112 tier for tier is better at side-scraping because of that side armor, and that frontal hull armor at tier 8 is pretty disgusting. So far we've been damaged by artillery, damaged by a Tusk, and we've been damaged by the IS-7. Unfortunately, artillery. And he puts another shell into us, killing our loader, and now I was sitting here like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose this engagement. But he bounces his heat shell off of our turret, I think it was. So now we're going to hopefully put a shell into his lower plate. No, we can't aim. Actually, we missed him, it looks like, because I saw a splash behind him. I think we shot underneath his tank. Realistically, that was a poorly aimed shot, and that probably should have at least tracked him. But, you know, that's not what happened. And then we switched to our heat because he's shooting it too. We put it in, and now we're going to try to bounce another shell from him. Can we bounce another shell? Yes, we can. His heat shell bounces off our side armor, and we finish him off with a heat shell through the front. And now, suddenly we're losing 7 to 10. So far, every time artillery has shot us, we have been losing this game. And it's not over. You see, I think that would be a really good balancing effect for this game, is for artillery specifically, should I say, is only allowing them to shoot if their team is losing or tied. Yeah, I personally think that would be that would be fair. That would be more fair anyway. Because right now, I'm fighting to win this game. I'm fighting for my life. I really want to win this game. I could feel it. I'm like, oh my goodness, we can win this game. I'm up to 4,200 damage, up to 5 kills. Can we win this? I think so. Right now I'm just trying to figure out where I want to go to help. There's an E4 down there. Let's go help with him. There's a waffle behind him. Okay, let's go fight the E4 down this way. I probably should have gone after the waffle, but actually this works out. Put a shell into the E4. I thought he was going to be turning to face the object 705 or 704, but no, he's looking at me. Probably is a lover of my content, because the waffle doesn't want to shoot me, so that's nice. And this guy as well. Okay, we should kill him. He's dead. Goodbye. We switched to HE immediately for the waffle, and as you can see, we are still losing the game. We're down by 2 tanks now. 2 tanks. I think we've been down by 2 tanks most of this game, and we fire the shell, unfortunately, towards the center of his tank, and we only damage his gun, but that's okay. Now we've switched to AP, but no, Artie hits us again, and is just ruining our chances. That was a heat shell, by the way. You could tell by the sparks that came off of our tank. But he got too close to our tank and bounces off of our turret. We put a shell into him. Action X finishes him off. Can we kill off the Centurion? No, we cannot. But look, we only have 100 health left now because of artillery. We've been penned once this game. Once. Everything else has been artillery or the Tusk. And right there, I took a risk. I'm like, okay, we need to get this guy to be a one-shot so that we own the engagement. So that he's a one-shot too. Now it's a matter of who can shoot first. And we do. We put a shell into him. But then we miss this shell. He bounces off of us, luckily, and the artillery misses us. And we're going to go straight after this artillery and try to get him out of the game because we are running out of allies. We do not one-shot him, but he rams himself to death on us. And suddenly we find ourselves in a 2 versus 3, and artillery is down. Now, do we have enough hit points to win this game? All you need is 1 hit point. However, I don't even have enough hit points, should I say, to take an HE shell from a well-placed shot. An HE shell high on my hull, low on my turret, into my lower plate, into my side armor, anything like that, and I am dead. So this is quite interesting. Boom, we come around. He was not expecting that. We put a shell into the object 140, and now we have a decision to make. Where on earth are those guys going to come from? There's a Centurion. We pull in. He does not find the shell into us. We're going to reverse side scrape this. We got to put shells in. We put a shell in, and now we tuck in even further. He stops. He should have kept driving towards us, though I don't know if he would have reached us in time. And we're going to aim this last shot and hopefully finish him off. Down he goes, and now all that's left is the Chieftain. But we don't know where he's going to be or where he's going to come from. I have to make a decision. Drive forwards or drive backwards. And I've decided to continue driving forward. Continue my momentum. But there he is. We put a shell into his tank. He bounces his shell off of our side armor. But now we're face hugging and our tracks get knocked off twice. And unfortunately, he beats our reload and puts one straight through our upper plate and we die. In a situation like that, you would have rather been in the 5A. Other than that, though, it was because we were in this tank that we were able to do so well. The engagement against the waffle would have been nice to be in the 5A because the HE shell, if we had penetrated, probably would have killed him. But other than that, the only reason we had a result like this was because we were in the 113. We probably would have the same result, if not better, in the Object 430U. But remember, I only got damaged by artillery other than that IS-7. So actually, in reality, I probably would have died because I wouldn't have had the 300 extra hit points. So there's that. Anyway, there's the IS-7, my first day's tanker. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe, go check out Space Minute and GotADingy's YouTube. Links in the description below. And I'll see you guys all later. Take care, and peace out.